Much love, peace, and blessings to all the entities out there everywhere. I'm back again for another installment in this series entitled Some of My Library, or Some of the Library. Oh, alright. The next book is, you all probably heard of this guy if you listen to coast shows or whatnot. And this book was published in 1969. And this book right here is titled Chariots of the Gods, Eric von Däniken. Look how small the book is. But this is actually quite an interesting book. This is a pretty good book. Anyways. Now, next on the list, this is another one like Freemasonry and its ancient mystic rites, and it is titled The Hiram Key, however you choose to pronounce it. But this deals with a lot of the symbology and where the symbology comes from in Masonry. Just take a look at the symbology on the front cover. This is what actually brought this book to my attention. A lot of symbology on that cover right there. And it's a pretty good book. Not really a recommended, go right out and buy it today. Not really recommended like that. But if you do have time and you're interested in Masonry or anything like that, then this is it's a pretty good book. It deals. It also has a section that's Secret Scrolls of Jesus, something like that, and it kind of goes in depth a little bit about something that isn't really talked about too much. Some secret scrolls of Jesus. I'll leave that up to you. If you want to check it out, I'm not going to talk for an hour about it. I'm just showing these books. Just to plant some seeds. Alright, this book right here. I actually picked this book up when it first came out in the 90s. 91, yeah. Close to 91. Yeah, but this book right here actually I thought was quite a fascinating book. And it talked about a lot of things I was already feeling inside. And at the time, I really didn't have too many words to put it without being poetical with it. So in essence, I was actually doing what the book was talking about. It's just strange, but the book is pretty good nonetheless. The Tao of Physics for Job Copper, of course. This is a pretty good book. I mean, it's not a very big book. And for a fast reader, it's going to take you maybe a week and a half to actually. You can read it faster than that, but will you be able to absorb what it's actually trying to say to you? That's the question right there. Because everybody kind of has their own pace at which they read so they can absorb all of the information. And one thing about knowledge and information is it's one thing to absorb it, but to actually use it is another thing. The practice, if you will. But the Tao of Physics, pretty good book. Now, another book goes along the lines of the book I had in the last video there I talked about, and everybody's probably heard about this guy, Michael Cremo, The Hidden History of the Human Race. This, of course, I picked this up before I even heard any coast-to-coast shows, before I even really got on a computer, utilized the computer. A lot of my stuff was done. I think this book had been out for a while whenever I got it. 99, yeah, it had been out for a little bit whenever I got it. But it's a pretty good book. It's another one of those alternate histories. Check it out because if you listen to the shows, and he's on different shows, of course, Red Eyes Creations and Coast to Coast, you'll hear him talk about the same stuff over and over and over and over again. And they really don't. Some of the videos that people put out actually put the photos. When he's talking about the photos, they'll put them on there, but some of them don't. And it is good because it actually has the photos in it of what he's talking about. A lot of the stuff. It's a pretty good book. Another one, course, there's another guy, David Hatcher Childress, which many of you have heard. This is a Technology of the Gods, Incredible Sciences of the Ancients. And this is a pretty interesting book. And before I heard him on Coast to Coast AM, or the show that he did anyway on Coast to Coast AM, I had bought this book. This was I enjoyed reading it, of course. I heard a lot of the stuff already before, but it was just enjoyable to me reading it. Good for reference too. This book right here, written by Shirley Andrews, I thought was a fascinating book, and it may fascinate some of y'all. Lemuria and Atlantis, studying the past to survive the future. Now, before all this 2012 hype, there was individuals talking about a lot of this stuff, and she tries to place Lemuria and Atlantis, of course, on maps and globes, and talks about all of these different, I guess, legends, myths, and also to survive the future. Basically, she correlates the past with the future, and what happened to these places could in fact happen to us in the future, which is could happen. You never know. You know, no man knows the hour or the day. That's what it said anyway. All right, now this book right here is I probably should have saved it for the video I'm going to do after this, but as a matter of fact, I will. I'll save it for the next video because it kind of fits into that genre. So I'll go ahead and stop this one here, and I'll be posting another video here shortly. Much love, peace, and blessings to all the entities out there, and I will be seeing you again shortly.